Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we are going to do the High Priestess reading this week. I'm going to use some interesting cards to pull out some questions. The questions we're going to actually look at are, what is your superpower right now? Your strength. What is your kryptonite, your true on weakness? What is your nemesis? This is a thing that comes around over and over and over again. Makes you stronger in the end though. And what is your next assignment? So I'm going to use the Dark Goddess. I know people have been asking. I think I've been saying it's the Dark Goddess deck. That's literally what it's called, the Dark Goddess deck. And the Divine, I don't know, Divine Goddess deck maybe. Anyways, I don't know. The Divine Goddess deck. I'm going to use two different goddess decks, right? The Dark and the Light, and the Heaven and Earth Tarot. So without further ado, Gemini, let's see what the goddess has got to say. All right, Gemini, I want to say, I think in this reading, I'm picking up the energy of someone who's been in or maybe is still in a situation or environment that is highly competitive, maybe very combative, definitely maybe gossipy as well. So yeah, but there's so many elements here. So that's what I'm picking up overall. So let me just say, it could be, and if this isn't an environment that you're in now, but it has been something that you've been in the past. So that's how I want to sort of identify this reading for kind of, is this going to be my reading or not, Cindy? So usually the title, I try to make the title indicate what it will be, so you kind of click on what is right for you. But anyways, that's what I'm picking up here. I do see that there's an end to this in the future. That's part of your next assignment. Yeah. But okay, I want to start. I've been actually with everyone, I think, so far this week, starting with the underline. The underline is really interesting. It doesn't actually talk so much about what I'm seeing here on the table, but it definitely talks about perhaps even how what I see on the table could affect you, could affect how you do things, and then that affects an outcome in terms of how you feel and what's going on with you. So the first card we have is denial, and then we have inspiration, health, wrath, and fate. Okay, there's a couple of messages. I'm going to tell you the first one that I get with that is when you deny, for whatever reason, your own inspiration. And this inspiration can be, great ideas that you have, putting a bunch of different things together and making something really new with that nobody's ever seen before. When you kind of deny these things, and I could see that being a possibility in the energy that I'm seeing on the table, like this highly combative, competitive environment. I feel like that affects your health. It affects your health. It could make you feel very angry as well with the wrath. And then you find yourself caught between 2 points in time. She's walking her line of fate here, but which way do you go? It's almost like when you deny your fate, you end up sort of in a dark, gloomy place. But when you accept your fate, you end up in abundance, living life kind of more colorfully and healthfully as well. But it's almost like you haven't chosen a path also. You're sort of, this is indicating an in-between to me, the way she's hovering there. It's even perhaps, To me, I always think, you know, fate are the things that are inevitable. We're going to cross these paths in life. We're going to come up upon these lessons. We're going to meet certain people. But then it's the choices that you make while you're walking that fated path that carve your destiny. So it's almost like needing to start carving your destiny in some sort of fate that you found yourself in or you find yourself in. Okay. And so then the underline for the Divine Goddess deck is just Earth. It's Gaia, which is abundant and it's peaceful and it's beautiful. You know, it almost kind of says, I mean, you're destined to carve something very beautiful and fulfilling for yourself in great abundance. And then, okay, the underline for the tarot, you have the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, the Chariot, the Star, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. This is, honestly, you see something and you're very clear about it. And you're incredibly clear about what you see and what you want to do. But then something happens. I don't know what happens. Again, maybe it's some sort of energy that gets introduced here. And we're going to be talking about that in a minute because it's a big part of the reading, but I feel like I need to lead up to it, which is what this is. Because it's almost kind of showing me the underline of how you end up, like the predicament you find yourself in from being in the environment or the situation that I see on the table. And like, this is like knowing exactly where you want to go and what you want to do. And if you see that, you understand it. It could not be more clear to you in your mind, right? But then I don't know why, like, well, you need a plan. Okay, well, I guess maybe you do. It makes sense. Because it just seems like, because of the Chariot, like you make the movement towards doing this. And maybe you do, but actually, so I want to say the next step is not so much creating any more movement in what it is that you want to achieve. It might just be taking a step back and assessing it and now seeing, well, how is that playing out? How is that developing? How is this going with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles? Right? All right. So I've already hit on what I feel is this kind of overall energy that's sitting on the table here. And there's a couple of reasons. Because your superpower is sovereignty and it's mastering it. You have mastery and sovereignty together. And this is too, like, also being able to identify who's a friend, who's a foe, and understanding that, right? And claiming your empowerment through that. It's really funny. What is your nemesis? Is empowerment. And this is too, part of this card is also, it talks about, you know, it doesn't matter what other people think or say. And then your next assignment is, look at this, literally stilling the drama and stillness. So, and this is like, this drama can have like a lot of gossip around it. Also a lot of just, you know what I'm saying? Like all this energy here of needing to understand who your friend or your foe is. You're really good at that. You have mastered it, actually. But you do struggle. You do seem to struggle with, I want to say, I feel like maybe either impressions or things that people have said about you, or impressions that people have about you, or the impressions that you think people have about you, and the things that they say, or the things that maybe you think they say. I'm not sure. I don't want to deny that there isn't some sort of drama that has been around somewhere in your life, in this reading. Now, because of the cards that are coming out as your superpower, I'm trying to, and this is the part, your kryptonite, that I've been trying to understand as best as I can. You have hubris and compassion. You know, this hubris is kind of being like overconfident. Yeah. But that's your weakness. I don't know. So I've been trying to figure out this compassion, because I feel as though the energy that you've been in has caused you to have to actually perhaps react in a way that maybe some people would consider over the top. I don't know if it would be over the top in terms of claiming your sovereignty. But on the other side of that, you know, when you're dealing with a warrior and in the battle is, oh, you little, no, there's a squirrel. Where's Larry when I need him? He's sleeping. He's already chewed my cord once that's holding the seed. Sorry, I gotta choose my battles. I need to get wire, steel wire. I'll let him chew it. It's gonna fall down and hurt his bum. He's gonna do. This, like when this, sorry, I went right to battle there, didn't I? When you're someone on the battlefield and then you come off, you may not just immediately like put the weapons away, right? I mean, there's just like, oh no, now you hold the baby and it's really sweet. There's a sense of, you know, probably need, like energies need to alchemize. They need to shift. So so where I'm going with this is I'm trying to understand if you are overly confident about how compassionate you are towards people and what has taken place in your life. If you've had to push back really hard, you might be like, this is your weakness, is not seeing, no. I'm sorry, I'm struggling with it because it could be interpreted in so many different ways. And, you know, when I try to say it, it's almost like it's blocked. So, okay, I don't feel like it's that. It's, so I'm going to keep trying to channel it because I feel like if I come out with something that gets blocked, it's telling me, no, that's not it. It's funny, right? The Eight of Swords is here to support it. Compassion might be blocked. Your compassion might, okay, you feel like your compassion might be blocked. You're confident that your compassion is blocked. The compassionate side of you, people seeing this even perhaps. Yeah. This is that is flowing. Oh, he gave up. He gave up. Your compassion. You're confident that the compassionate part of you is blocked and unseen, right? It's got the Moon and the Eight of Swords. And then the Princess of Wands, she's just come out of the fire. Look at her, like she's just come out of the fire. And she's also the communicator, which is interesting because, right, stilling the drama, the conversations about you, the interpretations that people have. And I feel like if it's a weakness, either it makes you feel like not empowered, the people having compassion towards you, or you may be feeling like your options are limited. No, again, I got cut off there. I'm going to come back to that area once I developed everything else. Okay, so your superpower, sovereignty and mastery. Okay, if I want to say too, this is like reassessing your game plan, adjusting to it, identifying certain environments again, and people, friend or foe, not, you know, allowing your energy, your time to be invested in things that are not yours. If you're getting caught up in investing in the wrong way, I do want to say there's an ability here to quickly see it. No. But what comes in so interestingly is the Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Nine of Swords. So now let's remember, Gemini, you're so lucky you get the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords in the tarot. Those are specifically your cards. And the Nine of Swords, and you are a thinker. It's like really, I want to say though, but you master overthinking. You master overthinking. You do master overthinking, but to master it is to usually push yourself through it. But you might work yourself. You got to get to the 10. You got to get to the 10, right? Because the 8 is sitting here as part of the weakness. That's going backwards. Because once, you know, we deny ourselves things or we think certain things are not possible, and then we tell ourselves why. The Nine of Swords, well, because of this and because of that. And that's the worst case scenario sort of thinking that is connected with the Nine of Swords. Your heart can be free here, but your mind is not. And there's a little bit of PTSD that comes in with that too, with the warrior that comes in with sovereignty. So I do want to say that if you've been through difficult things, you've been through toxic environments, you are able to cleanse your heart, calm your heart, lower your heart rate, right? Like I'm just thinking, like just this energy feels intense. I want to say her heart rate is just way up. Her mind is like all that blood is flowing to the mind so it can think quickly, right? Like the blood is pumping, the mind is going, the body is moving, action is being taken. It's like your heart rate can come down and you can settle in that, but then the mind is still really flying. It's as if the mind is still almost reactive. It's still in that, what's going on? Was everything safe? I don't know. What's going on? I need to be on the ball here. Because there's a new, like, right, the Queen of Cups into the Fool. That right there is telling me, I'm even seeing Anubis, which is funny, right? Because you have Sekhmet, Egyptian energy here for your Nemesis and empowerment. Is that the heart is purified. The heart has been purified and you may walk forward, but the mind is almost like telling you you can't. Right? Or you've mastered that. You've mastered it. I don't know if you want to master the part of the Nine of Swords, but if you've mastered the Nine of Swords, you need to move on to the 10, which is to see yourself as not this person anymore. And it does feel like something that maybe you've had to fight or battle through. And I know for some of you, I honestly want to say it could be gossip. It could be because of the drama. Stilling this drama is your next assignment. But yeah, you do. I can see this 8 of Swords here. You may not be kind enough to yourself sometimes. It said, I'm going to go back there once I do the whole reading. So your Nemesis is empowerment and fortune. Oh my gosh. So, okay, this feels like somebody who is living some sort of a life cycle here where when you have to push, when push comes to shove, just think about that statement. It's sort of like jostling. Again, there's that energy in this reading of jostling, competitive energy. And when, you jostle, yeah, I'm kind of defining my barriers here, my personal space even, or my energetic space. But it's like, this is not being heard. I need to push back hard. Listen, you're not hearing me. Like, for whatever reason, that claims a fortune for you. Like, when you really have to stand up, it's as if you can't just politely say, excuse me, I'm just not comfortable with that. I need a little more space. It's like someone is right back into your energy. I'm sorry, I need a little, would you just fuck off? Give me space. And it's like you have to be pushed to that point. And, oh yes. And then you get, like, you achieve shit. So that can't be easy either. So I can see why, so that starts to become more clear, this kryptonite, this compassion, because sometimes you need to really push. And, when you're in battle and you're jostling for energy, for space, and it's becoming apparent that your space is being like occupied by others, you're quickly losing like your own personal real estate here. And you can't sit there and just say, okay, I need to just push this left, like my push needs to turn into a shove, but not too hard. You really can't do that because, again, it's like you're thinking in an environment that feels very, perhaps changing regularly, changing, the dynamic is changing, the energy of the people are changing. That squirrel keeps trying to find a new way to get to where he's got to go. Okay, so here too, you have the Knight of Cups, and then you have Strife, but that's the 5 of Wands. Oh, now there's 2 squirrels. Larry, wake up! Wake up and go outside. Earn your keep, little cat. All right, And then the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, he can't get off the deck, so he'll just chase them away, right? So don't worry, I'm not training the cat to kill the squirrels. I don't. Anyway, it's just nature. Right? There's the success. There it is. There's the achievement. But I mean, it's like almost like trying to move. I want to do the right thing. I want to move my heart forward. Got the Queen of Cups and the Fool. This is like a place to move my heart forward. But damn, no, you need to claim your sovereignty. And then you get your reward. You need to fight for this. Man, you need to fight for shit. Nothing's handed to you. I want to say opportunities could fall into your lap, but then everyone else is jumping in after it. It's kind of the, it's almost like the energy of someone who, let's say you're looking for a new job. You're looking for a new job. You're looking for a house to lease, a house to buy, a place to start a business or something, you know, like, and you're looking and you just start looking, you have this idea, or you've, you know, finalized your resume, whatever it is. And you come across a place or a job opening that has been available for months. It's just the people who've come in for interviews have said, you know what, I don't think this is the right thing for me. And if he starts gnawing that cord, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by the squirrel. What is that? Maybe that's like part of your reading. Because you guys will get annoyed with that. Sometimes air signs get annoyed if I'm not like right on the ball constantly. I don't know. So maybe it's pushing your buttons. But it literally is like you find this and it's like, oh, this is perfect. And it's just been sitting here for months. And then as soon as you go in, the place gets like bombarded with resumes or interviews. And all of these people are like ideal for this. Or if it's a place that you're looking to lease or a place that you're looking to buy, it's like, yeah, it's been sitting there for months. As soon as you go in, right? This energy of competition seems to center around you for some reason. But you find your fortune in it. So it is some sort of a crazy struggle. I'm almost tempted to pause the video and go wake up Larry. These squirrels, Larry or Lily. One of them's got to get their ass out on that deck. Man's best friend is dogs. Lily came and she went out and she went after the squirrels. She chased them away, so I gave her a little liver treat. Larry, he's still sleeping. Freaking cat. It's like only on Larry's time. So anyways, okay, we dealt with that. They better not come back. I know, I got my own drama going on here with freaking squirrels. So now your next assignment is to still this. Here comes Lily, such a good girl. Woman's best friend. Yes, she is. Good girl, Lily. She did what she had to do. So you got to still it. They got to still this drama, right, Lily? I want to say it's building on something. It's almost like finding yourself in a new environment, in a new situation. Things are better. I don't know what this is. Like, if it's just like the cycles of your life, if it's a situation you were specifically in, but it's like it's better with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles. This kind of feels like, well, maybe it's just you building with the universe. I don't know, but no, the Three of Pentacles is physical and there's other people in this card. I want to say it's spiritual. It's building something on a more spiritual level here. So you could have been dealing with two people that were very low vibrational. I'm just saying people because it just gives me the energy of like you needing to dispel or avoid conflict through gossip and competition and like all of that sort of energy here. So, I'm going to clarify this hubris energy. Like you're confident about compassion, but that's your weakness. You're really not, right? Because it's like you can't, there's something you don't see. And I mean, for that to be following the moon, There's something that you don't see here. So the hubris. What are you overconfident about? The Empress, the Strength card, and the Six of Cups. Well, the Empress is kind of like the energy at the bottom. It's like holding back. You're overconfident. Okay, you're overconfident. So it's almost showing up like, because that's your weakness, holding back your abundance, holding back like dreams and wishes for yourself in a way. Well, I know dreams and wishes, there's a part of yourself, could be holding back from people from your past. You may, I don't know, there could be people from your past too that you think don't have compassion towards you for something. I don't know if there's something that you've been through or something like, I'm just getting like that pushback, right? Compassion. The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. See, there's the big shift, that big shift. And it's building like on, like there's a great momentum here. A strong desire to build like a happy, safe place. A happy, safe place. Well, that's interesting because it didn't really feel like one here. Like what I'm describing doesn't feel like that at all. It feels shitty, to be honest. So I do want to say it is finding the confidence for this or believing in it, because it's showing up as a weakness. So again, right, there's that sense of that PTSD, someone who's been through something really difficult and not really believing either that an environment can change or that your situation can change. Or that your fortune, you know, maybe if you feel like you've been on bad luck for a while, that good luck. But good luck is showing up in here in the future. Like it's stilling all this drama that you've been through. So the Princess of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the High Priestess. Well, I'm going to say right now that for me feels like someone getting tarot readings on someone. That is 100% that. With the Two of Wands and the High Priestess and the Page of Wands, like communicating what I see here. Let me look at my crystal ball. So that's interesting. What if you're getting tarot readings on someone? And so you think you know. Oh, that's weird. Taurus had something like that, but it wasn't like that. But it was you think you know something about, I don't know, the Queen of Pentacles. Getting tarot. The moon. Oh, the moon too. Y'all are getting readings on somebody. Or you're going to readings about someone. The moon. You don't know shit. The readers don't know shit. I don't know. Look at the Nine of Swords. You know, you can't, here's the other thing. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I'm a reader too. And, cards. One of the things that I've learned with doing readings is, there's a couple ways that readings come through. Well, there's a few. One is that the reading, why did I just go blank off? That is just the weirdest thing. I just went like completely blank on how readings work. So I'm being like taken somewhere else. Let's not worry about that. Okay, the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. You're watching too much tarot readings. We've had this talk before. We have. Years ago, I've done this one for you before. And then I usually say my goodbye at the end. I'm like, it's been nice seeing you. Or maybe we'll see you in a little while. I don't know though. It's not really coming through like that. It's almost like someone specific. Like if you've been a little bit gravitating towards readings, like trying to understand someone else, you should pull away from that, I think. Because it almost, to me, looks like you might be overconfident about, I don't know if it's somebody not having compassion. But yeah, Anyways, okay, so the Eight of Swords, because it's like, it's almost like things that you were learning through the mystical are making you feel trapped and stuck. The Eight of Swords. The Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Oh, there's the 10. Oh. Well, you need to take the 10 because it's like you keep going from 9, 8. If you go from 9 to 8, well, then you got to work back to the 9 again to get to the 10. Or you can just even just hit it and say, you know what? I have a do not pass go. I've done this before. I've gone around the board once before. I can just hit the 10. Okay. Oh, but I feel like you believe something is over here. That's your weakness. Or you believe balanced relationships is over. Something like that. You're like overly confident about it. It's not good to be overly confident about anything because everything can change at any time. But that's such a fascinating... Your weakness is still very mysterious to me. There's just definitely something going on here about getting tarot readings with the moon and what you learn through with the moon, the high priestess, and the Two of Wands. That's full on. All right. Let's look at the drama. Let's look at the drama. The drama. This is, but stilling drama is your next assignment. So stilling drama. Oh my God, the Page of Wands. I was talking about like gossip. I wonder if it's, this is weird. I wonder if it's almost like gossip through tarot. The Seven of Pentacles. That's interesting. Gossip through tarot. But that's when you take things too serious in it, right? Like, because sometimes I think tarot will reflect what we have going on inside. Or we can ourselves influence even a reading, I think, sometimes to like really want something or really believe something, even if it's negative. Like you're going to send yourself to that, right? You're always manifesting. So tarot will, the whole idea behind tarot is it confirms what you already know, but you don't know because you're caught up with this Nine of Swords. You do have to be really careful with that. And you may think you know something. So that could be influencing what you're getting. And readings also. All right, so this is like, yeah. The Page of Wands is the communicator again. And coming up with a way to better communicate. I don't know if you and someone else are trying to communicate through tarot, because that's probably not a good idea. So odd. Stillness, still this. Still the drama. The Lovers and the Fool. Oh, see, that's nice. It is just, it's divine. There's your fate, walking your fate, your divine choices, and it's just fresh and free. There's nothing else, okay? There's nothing else. So again, if this is some sort of environment, it is honestly like just moving past that, like leaving it behind and just having a fresh start. The Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot, oh, there's the movement that was heading towards the star. And then it was like, oh, I need to figure out what to do here. Okay. So now you have the movement in the future. So take the movement. The High Priestess. I don't know if you're going to continue with the oh, the little fucker's back. Oh, the Sun. Oh, that's very clear. That's nice. Oh, that's good. See, it's not. Something that's not clear right now. And then the material work, which is the Three of Pentacles here. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. Okay, maybe you've had to be like really strategic as he comes back, the little fricker. So you've had to be, I don't know, maybe really strategic. I could see that with kind of the energy that I'm pulling out with this reading. And it is like working better with people. Working better with people. I don't know. I just honestly feel like you've been through something. And you kind of had to, I'm just getting that, like when push comes to shove. Like if this is not, I'm not being heard here. Stop it. Okay. I'm not done. I don't know. This reading feels like it's going on a bit. Hopefully I'll remember to edit out the part where I got up and walked away for a little bit. Because sometimes I'm bad with remembering to do that. You can only fast forward. Your nemesis is empowerment fortune. Maybe sometimes you feel like your good fortune is at risk when you need to empower yourself. Oh, the world. It is interesting. What's that? Like, so, okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is a nemesis. And to me, the nemesis shows up over and over and over and over again in life. But when you put out the world card with something that you struggle with, I want to say that's over. That's very significant. Like that cycle's completed. What's this? Let's just move right to this Ace of Pentacles then. So whatever some new opportunity is that you have coming for you, that's it, honey. Like that's the last time you're going to have to really fight or have that feeling like, you know, it's been sitting there forever and it's not until you go to get it that everyone else wants it. The Magician and the Three of Wands. Oh, you're manifesting something. It's coming in, baby. It is coming in. You've put an order to the Universal Amazon and it is coming in. And it's the last time you're going to have to fight for something. Hopefully. It says it. That's what it's telling me. It says the world. If it's not, you can't blame me. It's the cards. Sovereignty and mastery. Mastering your sovereignty. No, I don't need to. Yeah, that's a way. I already understand that. Why am I doing it? This, the Nine of Swords. The Queen of Swords. It's Gemini. I'm going to get into my head. I'm going to stay there for a long time. So the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands. How do you get to happiness? Well, that's kind of this. That seems like the story here. But you are. You're going there. You're actually literally going towards a cycle here to calm all the drama that's been going on in your life. Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah. I'm going to have to shake cayenne pepper over all those beans. Forget me and the squirrels and the raccoons. I don't know. So the Ace of Cups is at the bottom. It feels good, right? I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, what are we doing in extended? Oh yeah, use that. Oh yeah, you're going to get a Witch's Incantation card in that over there too. We're going to see what from your past is kind of like still pulling on you, nagging on you. What from your future is trying to push you forward. How this push and pull is affecting you. And then how to allow all things to flow freely. Looking over here for the squirrels. Yeah, I have my friend, my Leo friend. She loves the squirrels. Her bird feeders are full of squirrels. And they come looking at her for more. I'm like, I want the birds. I guess that's the difference. Like, I feel like the squirrels are freeloaders. The birds sing. They're beautiful. The squirrels gnaw on shit. They make trouble. They make mess. See, the cardinal just came in. Isn't he handsome? The big red male cardinal just came in. And yeah, he's beautiful. He sings a wonderful song. He's a good husband and a good parent. Because he always looks out for his partner. Whenever she's eating, he always watches over her. And you always see him feeding the babies and stuff. You know what? That's who I want to feed. I don't want to feed the squirrels. I'm turning into a grumpy old woman. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to go do the extended Gemini. That's all I got. Till next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.